Good afternoon, and what is a bright sunny day. It is Sunday, the 2nd of April. I've got a nice hot cup of tea and a parcel to unbox. So, if I can find my way into this, there we go. Just tear it open. Got a bookmark, as well as everything else in here, so let's pull that out. What I've got is a copy of Then Everything Changed. So, Stunning Alternative Histories of American Politics, JFK, RFK, Carter, Ford, Reagan, by Jeff Greenfield. Now, this was published a few years ago, and I have to be honest, I'd never heard of it. But, this came out. I've already done an unboxing of that, and it's listed as one of them. The author of this is listed as one of this, and of course, the first thing I did was check his author page on Amazon, and I went, "Oh, he's written some interesting books. I must have them," and so I have. So this is essentially history turns on a dime. It is dynamic, not static. A missed meeting, a chance encounter, a different choice of words, and the outcome changes dramatically. Nowhere is this true than in the field where Jeff Greenfield has spent most of his working life, American politics. In 3 dramatic narratives based on memoirs, histories, oral histories, fresh reporting with journalists and key participants, and Greenfield's own knowledge of the principal players, he shows how extraordinary these changes would have been. It works on things, sort of events that actually happen, and follows them through. So these things are true. In December 1960, a suicide bomber paused fatefully when he saw President-elect John F. Kennedy's wife and daughter come to the door to wave him goodbye. In June 1968, F. Kennedy declared victory in California, and then instead of talking to people in another ballroom as intended, was hustled off through the kitchen. In October 1976, President Gerald Ford made a critical gaffe in a debate against Jimmy Carter, turning the tide in an election that had been rapidly narrowing. But what if had gone the other way? The scenarios that Greenfield depicts are startlingly realistic, rich in detail, shocking in their projections, but always deeply, remarkably plausible. You may never think about recent American history in the same way again. Now, this sort of combines 2 interests that I have. One is alternative histories. So the classics would be sort of like, what if if the Confederacy won the American Civil War, or Hitler won the Civil War? Those are classics of the genre, and because I'm a role player, I like exploring them in role-playing settings. So if you don't have access to them, I thoroughly recommend 2 books: GURPS Alternate Histories 1 and GURPS Alternative Histories 2. Both contain a panoply of fully worked through alternate histories with gaming content packed in there as well. So yes, my love of alternate histories, as I say, got me to What If, and I've got a whole stack of books actually called What If, What If More, What If, and then What If America, which are a series of short essays about alternate histories, and this was one I had come across. It's about alternate histories for American politics, and that's my other passion. My other interest is American politics. Fascinating, much more interesting than our politics in some ways. This is something a little bit different. So it's not something I necessarily considered. What happens down certain other timelines of American politics, as is suggested by those things that are true in the beginning in the book here. Yes, the classic one is, what if JFK survived survived the assassination, or wasn't assassinated? Things took a different turn. He has a second term. Who at that point, who succeeds him? In '68. Would it have been Lyndon B. Johnson, stepping up as vice president, rather than stepping down as president as he did. And this is what that explores. And in fact, Jeffrey Greenfield has actually written a whole other book, which is exploring JFK's, John F. Kennedy's second term, which I don't have yet. Because otherwise it may well come across as me being a little bit obsessed with alternate histories and alternate American history. Not that I'm trying to avoid, current American history, because it's interesting. So, we get a simple twist of fate. So for example, in February 1983, a man with a loaded pistol set out for Miami Beach's Bayfront Park. Essentially, where he was Giuseppe Zangara, and he attempted to assassinate President-elect Franklin D. Roosevelt. Okay, and what happened if he'd been shot? Well, this doesn't explore that. That's not the subject of this book, but it's the sort of thing that the alternate histories, twist upon. And this one really gets into Palm Beach, Florida, and essentially we've got a section upon JFK. We've got two others here. Ambassador Hotel, Los Angeles, California, 1968. At Palace of, that's JFK. What if he had been elected in 68? Palace of Fine Arts, San Francisco, California, 76. What if the debate again between Gerald Ford and Jimmy Carter had gone a different way, so on. And then we have the back here. Sorry, I'm just going to try and find the beginning of it. Easier if I just look at the pages. 397. So flip forward to that, and then essentially, which is a discussion of alternate realities, how how reality shapes speculation, and how history would have been changed otherwise. So there is essentially this is a book not only for this is a book for alternate history junkies or addicts, and then American politics bods, as they're kind of known, and I sort of basically have feet in both camps, as it were. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting read. This one, and compared to this one, this is a bit brief. Just to flip through some of the classic ideas and different historians' thoughts about what would have happened. This is just one author's, thoughts about what would happen, and so on, and what the outcome would be. So yeah, that's Then Everything Changed, by Jeff Greenfield. Again, you have to track this one down. If you've got any interest in American politics and what ifs, then this is one which I think you might find interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you've enjoyed this, then please do... Oh, that's not meant to fall down. But, it's still going to fall down. Let me just try and put that up there again. One last time. If you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook, please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be able to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you will see me out here with a package containing a book or game, or in this case, a counterfactual book, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching. Be back again soon with another one, hopefully a gaming one. Bye for now.